Josh Giddey is considered by many the best international prospect in this year's draft, but will he become a star in the NBA? In today's video, we'll talk about Josh Giddey, his skill set, and whether or not he can be the NBA's next international star. Let's get right into it. If you've not already, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm uploading multiple videos every single week and your support goes a long way. But anyways, getting into things, like I mentioned before, Josh Giddey is widely regarded as the best international prospect in this year's draft and one of the better international prospects in recent years. Giddey is a 6'9" wing player out of Australia, and before entering this year's NBA draft, he played for the Adelaide 36ers in the NBL. Despite playing small forward and a little bit of shooting guard, when Giddey was in the game, he was usually the primary ball handler and distributor, and the offense usually ran through him. And the reason for the offense being run through him, despite the fact that he is a wing player, is because of his elite ball handling and passing ability, especially for a guy his size. He's considered to be one of the best passers, if not the best passer in this year's draft, and that is why he is such a high prospect on many people's lists. Giddey's passing, ball handling, and floor general abilities are easily the strongest aspects of his game, but they are far from his only strengths, and I think that if he's willing to put in the work and time to develop some of his other skills, he could be a very well-rounded player in the NBA. Josh Giddey is not the most consistent shooter or scorer, but I don't think it's because he lacks scoring ability. I think it's mostly because he does have a pass-first tendency, so sometimes when he should be looking to score, he passes up open looks because he's trying to set up his teammates. I don't think that it's a huge issue for him because, like I said, it's not that he lacks ability. When he does look to shoot, he's a decent shooter. When he does attack the basket, he is decent at finishing around the rim, so I think that if he does look to score more and he looks to develop his shot and scoring abilities a little bit more, it would open up more for his game and make him that much more of a threat and harder to guard. He also lacks elite athleticism. He's not going to wow you with his quickness, speed, or explosiveness, but you do not need to be an elite athlete to succeed in today's NBA. Steph Curry and Luka Doncic are both players who are not that athletic, but are obviously both thriving in the league. I think that the same could happen for Josh Giddey if he can develop a little bit of craftiness because of his high basketball IQ. I think that this should be no problem, and his other abilities will make up for his lack of athleticism. A huge thing that I think that Josh Giddey should focus on developing, especially early in his career, is his defense. You don't need elite athleticism to be a good defender, and I think that Josh Giddey has quick hands, he has the size, he has the basketball IQ to be a solid defender, and if he's willing to develop it, he could really add value in this area for whatever team he gets drafted to. Giddey is coming into the draft off of a very impressive season in the NBL, which is one of the better leagues in the world besides the NBA. On the season, he averaged 10.9 points per game, 7.4 rebounds per game, 7.5 assists per game, 1.1 steals per game on 43% shooting from the field and 29% from three, and keep in mind that he was doing this all at 19 years old. Besides his scoring, Josh Giddey's stats are almost identical to LaMelo Ball's stats when he played in the NBL, and his shooting percentages are even higher than LaMelo Ball's were. So if that's any sign, then I expect Josh Giddey's adjustment to the NBA to be fairly smooth, and I expect him to have some success early on in his career. I don't think that Josh Giddey is going to be a player who comes into the NBA and is a superstar right away, but I think that if he is drafted to a team with the right system who gives him time to develop, I think that he could be a very elite point forward in the future, and I wouldn't be surprised if he is a star player in the NBA in the future. Anyways, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how good you think Josh Giddey is, whether or not he will become a star, what team you want to see him drafted to, and remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one.